Hare Krishna, I am Sunita Sunil with you in 2-minute Mahabharata stories. So let us continue with our last episode. In our last episode, we saw Bhima Vairagya. As Bhima was very much adorned to Krishna, he understood all were born for a purpose. So he was detached to all. He knew who is Krishna and everything happens at his will only. Even though Arjuna and Yudhishthira were worried of Ghatotkacha's death and were angry on Karna, Bhima didn't question being a father to him. That shows extraordinary detachment, which is Vairagya. We should know Ghatotkacha was eldest born to all the Pandavas. One single sloka from the Mahabharata is enough to gauge the mindset and condition of Bhima. Arjuna was aware with depression. By seeing Kaurava foes still asks Bhima to urge war and prevent the enemies while he can recover from the loss of the death. Bhima immediately obliged. So we see Bhima as Parama Bhagavata, as he possessed extraordinary Vairagya, which enabled him to focus on his dharma, even at times of great personal loss. Bhima was truly a Virathamurti. Let us see the next Parva, that is Drona Vadha Parva. The moral is devotees of Krishna don't get afraid of death. They serve for the purpose of life and fate. As said, Drona is the teacher for both Kauravas and Pandavas. Met his end on the 15th day of the battle. Please refer to my previous episodes to know about the birth of Dronacharya. Let us see a few stories about Drona. It's very interesting. Kindly don't miss it. Hope some of you know about the Ekalavya story and the moral of the story. In the forest of Hastinapura lived Prince Nishada, named Ekalavya. He always aimed to learn archery from the renowned royal Guru Dronacharya. But Drona was not able to teach him, being royal Guru, and it was against the state law that they can't teach others. So Ekalavya, that next day, he sculptured a mud statue of Guru Drona and placed in a secluded clearing. Every day he would take his blessings and learn archery. One day, as he was practicing, the dog started barking nearby. To stay focused, he shot several arrows at the dog and filled his mouth with arrows, making him unable to bark, but didn't hurt him. When Drona saw this, he understood that it was the work of a skilled archer and set out to find him. He met Ekalavya and knew that the little boy still considered him as his guru and practiced archery every day. Guru Drona asked Ekalavya's right thumb as his Guru Dakshina. Without hesitation, Ekalavya accepted. Drona blessed him to become the most gifted archer. Later, Ekalavya mastered archery without his thumb and set an example of an ideal student. Moral is being courteous and respectful to teachers is most important. Students can never repay knowledge taken, but at least respecting teachers always is a blessing. In this story, as Ekalavya knew the knowledge gained, he immediately gave his right thumb in return. Moral is knowledge is priceless and could not be matched by anything else. This is Guru Sishya sacred equation at that age. Now, relation of student teacher equation, sanctity of this pious knowledge, both is important. Let us see how Drona became royal guru. Drona, along with Kripacharya, was brought by Bhishma for the education of the Kuru princess after being insulted by Drupada. This story I have told in my previous episodes. Kindly look into Drupada Dronacharya story. After being insulted by Drupada, Drona and his family went to live with his brother-in-law Kripacharya in Hastinapura. There, Drona met young Kuru princess and demonstrated his skill by pulling their ball from a well using only stalks of grass attached from end to end with the power of mantras. Here we remember a game which we used to play with the grass. Just cut it and try to attach it. Hope you remember that grass. By knowing this faith, Bhishma immediately recognized Drona and pointed him as the preceptor of the Kuru princess. But out of all, Arjuna stood as prominent. Let us see how this happened. Once Arjuna saved Drona from a crocodile while the latter was bathing in a stream. As a reward, Drona gave Arjuna mantras to invoke the super powerful divine weapon of Brahma, known as Brahmashira Astra, but told Arjuna not to use this invincible weapon against any mortal. Under Drona's tutelage, Duryodhana and Bhima excelled in the art of maces, Ashwathama in the use of astras, Nakula and Sahadeva in swordmanship, Yudhishthira in charioteering. When Arjuna, inspired by his brother Bhima, nocturnal eating, mastered archery in absolute darkness, in which Drona was moved. Drona was greatly impressed by Arjuna's concentration, determination, and drive, and promised him that he would become the greatest archer on earth. Thank you. Please continue hearing my stories. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and give a like and a good comment. Please motivate and share the good to others. Thank you. Have a good day.